Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. If you want to know how a Muslim should be when it comes to putting on a wedding party or spending towards a wedding party, all you have to do is take a look at what Allah has said in Surah Al-Furqan when He describes the Ibad al-Rahman, or the servants of the merciful. That there are those who الَّذِينَ إِذَا أَنفَقُوا لَمْ يُسْرِفُوا, that when they spend, they don't do israf, or they're not excessive. وَلَمْ يَقْتَرُوا, and neither are they miserly or stingy. وَكَانَ بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ قَوَامًا, and they are moderate in between those two extremes, meaning they're neither excessive nor miserly. They find that balance between those two extremes. And in this ayah, we see that israf is indeed something which is blameworthy, something which is wrong, but israf really differs from person to person, and this depends on their means. Islamically, israf is actually two things. Either, number one, israf is to spend your money on something which is haram, or to spend beyond your capabilities. And I'll say that again, either to spend on something which is haram, or to spend beyond your capability. Now, when it comes to weddings, if you're spending on your wedding on something which is haram, then you fall into israf. Or if you're spending on your wedding beyond your limits, then once again you have fallen into israf. And subhanAllah, there's a lot of wisdom why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has forbidden israf, or forbidden this excessiveness. For example, excessiveness very easily leads to arrogance, something which is a terrible trait for a Muslim to have. And as the Prophet told us that a person who has even a tiny amount of a tiny amount of arrogance will not enter paradise. And subhanAllah, for some people, the wedding actually becomes a competition. They start competing. This person spent so much on their wedding. Can I spend more? This person invited 200 people. Can I invite 400? These people had that type of decoration. Can I have better types of decoration? They had this type of food. Can I have better food? And so on and so forth. You see where this is going? And subhanAllah, if you're not careful, it's very easy to fall into this type of israf. And for the groom, or whoever is paying for the wedding party, this wedding can easily become a burden. And just like when it comes to the mahar, when spending on the wedding becomes a burden, it leads to problems in the future. And this is why the Prophet ﷺ, similar to the mahar with the nikah, he said as well, that the best type of nikah is the one which is the easiest. Easiest being the least burdensome, or being affordable. Now, we've talked about this before, but just like with the mahar, resentment can become an issue. Let me explain. Let's say someone ends up spending on their wedding more than what they're capable of spending, and that causes them to have financial difficulty when the marriage starts, or during their wedding, or during their marriage. And then because they spent so much on a single day, or days if you're desi, then they may end up resenting their wife, or their parents, or their in-laws, or whoever encouraged them to spend this much on their wedding. You see the problem here? When it comes to our finances, subhanAllah, we should be very, very careful. And finances can quickly become an unanticipated problem in weddings. And subhanAllah, we even know it's one of the leading causes of divorce. And by the way, the resentment is not specific to the groom. It can be felt by whoever is paying for the wedding, whether it be the parents or anyone else. They may resent their children, or they may resent their son-in-law or their daughter-in-law, or whoever encouraged them to spend this type of money on the wedding. Now, the point here is, think beyond this one day. Think about how having this extravagant type of wedding may affect your heart, how it may affect your character, how it may affect your relationships, how it may affect your future, and how it may affect the barakah, or blessings, in your marriage. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. Until next time, inshaAllah ta'ala, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.